Hey Leo, this is Perrymore Tarot's daily reading for November 5th, 2024. This is for Leo. Last shuffle coming out here for Leo. Let's see what's up for Leo. Let's see. Hopefully he's good. It's new beginnings. Peace. What's interesting about this is they're trying to tell you that everything is connected. The ending and the beginning is important. Everything is important. Okay. They're wanting you to make a smooth transition. Spirit's talking about a smooth transition, especially if you're traveling, especially if you're leaving baggage in the past. It's important that you understand that the baggage was like everything was connected. I don't know how else to say it, right? The mess that you went through, the abuse, the hardships, the gossip, everything was meant to happen the way it happened. People were meant to talk about you on purpose so that they could see your glow up. A lot of this tells me that you were meant to be insulted. You were meant to be put in a position where you had to kind of get it out of the mud. And you know, that phrase is basically trying to like saying that you had to get it or you had to get to where you were from very humble beginnings, very humble. Even if you had it good in so many ways, something happened to where it was like, man, this was ridiculous. This most people would have gave up. Most people would have accepted defeat. So you were meant to go through all that on purpose to show people something. Look at that, because no matter what they want, there's something about people doing these things to you, and they're meant to have a front seat at your come up, which is crazy to me. This is wild. There's something about your circumstances not being a true depiction of who you really are. So you could have been in a bad situation. You could have been, a lot of this is being betrayed, being deceived. For some of you, you were in a relationship where there was like a third party, or someone was just playing games with you or playing, you know what I mean? There's a lot of energy of this, and they're saying that it was meant to be this way. They have to watch you come up, whoever this is. It's like you couldn't keep Leo down. You can't, there's not enough deception in the world. There's not enough that you can't steal enough from Leo to keep them down. Some of you may have been stolen from decisions or choices, options being stolen from you. For this all to be here, and they're saying it's all connected. You were meant to be a phoenix rising out of the ashes, Leo. For this to be here, there's people were supposed to see you rise, because wherever they put you, whatever prison was built for you, they would have rotted in if they were in that position that they put you in, and you're rising out of it. You're choosing to go be better. You're choosing to say, forget that. That's not my story. That's not even who I am. It has nothing to do with me. With the lovers and six of swords, this is saying I'm choosing to leave that back then, leave that there. That's not a part of me. I'm moving on to bigger and better things. And that's a natural decision you would have made anyway. Someone, um, for this all to be here, this is very interesting. You're being watched. New beginnings is the Nine of Wands, Temperance, Seven of Pentacles, and Page of Swords. Leo, you're being watched. That whatever was taken from you, or whatever anyone tried to deceive you in or betray you in, they're watching. Like, is Leo going to keep pushing or what? And they're watching you. Things coming together for you miraculously. You're still, your blessings are there for you regardless. It's like what's for you is for you. It never really passes you by. It just waits. And that's what happened. Whatever blessings were waiting for you, there's a new beginning of them reaching you, of you reaching them, because you've decided enough is enough. My story is not about being the victim of being stolen from, being lied to, being betrayed. It's not my story. That's not who I am. What I choose every single time, no matter what, is to keep pushing. I feel so energized by this because they're showing that all of that is connected. Spirit transmutes according to this, right? With temperance, especially here, there's a transmutation occurring. And I'm just checking to see if judgment's here, because I feel transmutation hard. Of like whatever was done to you was changed and turned into a blessing. And so the new beginnings is a cycle where everyone, I'm seeing a cycle of people watching you. So Page of Swords is an observant energy, someone who just sits and is like, I wonder what Leo's going to do next. They're patient because I don't know that people expected you to make it out of out of your circumstances. With Peace, Moon, and Eight of Swords, there would have been people that would have been like, well, I mean, I don't expect Leo to come out of that because I wouldn't have came out of that. And it looks like you do, and you did. I'm seeing blessings and prosperity for you in the future. But they're showing this is a new beginning for you, which means that this is something where you may start off this day where all these things are falling into place for you, especially as you make the choice to say, there's a victim energy here. I'm not a victim, right? What it is like these things occurred, this happened. Yes. I can't pretend to know what the reasoning is for where I was at or why I was put in this place. I can't pretend to understand why that happened, but I do know that spirit makes an example out of those who go through these things. So as a phoenix rising out of the ashes, you are a shining example to other people that it doesn't matter what you do. You can't keep Leo down, and you're going to rise in the front in the face of those who attempted to put you in a bad place. They're going to watch this happen. They may be close to you. Some of them may actually still be close to you, and they're going to have to see this. Leo, I'm seeing an uprising. The vast universe is Seven of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Um, this is talking about how the past, the present, and the future are all mixed together. It's like all of it has. I can't remember the name of this movie. I think it was Contact, right? I don't know if you ever see. Is it Contact? I know I'm messing this up, but that movie where, and I can't remember the name of these actors and actresses, but they're like the good one, they're well known, is what I will say. But it was a movie about aliens coming to Earth, and it was two scientists. They were married, they had a child, or they weren't married yet, but this being was trying to communicate using seals. Like that was how they communicated. And once one of the um, one of the scientists was able to decipher the meaning of what they were trying to speak on, and they were talking about how everything was a continuum, life was a continuum, and how the present, the future, and the past is all interwoven, all one thing. It all exists all in the same continuum. And this is kind of where this is coming from. I know this is all over the place, but they're showing two, the symbols that spirit's showing me are two intertwined circles, like they're um like a graph or a diagram, but two interlocked circles. And they're showing that you were meant to leave behind certain concepts in your life that don't really serve you, especially the ones of the past. Not saying that you're supposed to forget the past, but you're supposed to leave the baggage of it, which is the emotional baggage, the mental baggage, the betrayal aspect of it, leave it in the past. It's like use it. It's almost like they're saying this is a stepping stone of saying, yeah, I was thrown in the ditch. Boy, I was done. All this stuff would happen to me. And I still was able to climb out of that. And look at where I am now. The vast universe is speaking of moving on into your future in a sense of understanding that life could be whatever it is that you make it, and also to dream big, dream bigger than wherever you were. You were never set back, no matter what anyone has done. This is speaking to people who, even later on in life, like you're never set back. You could be 80 years old and get a master's degree. You know what I mean? You could have come out of a crazy situation and still come out on top. You could still you could be poor today, homeless today, and be rich tomorrow. It is not, nothing holds you back, right? None of that stuff is your story. You're not a victim. You're not anyone's victim. No one's got their foot on Leo's neck. No one. And that's something that, man, is touching me so deeply. Behind a mask is 10 of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Your intention, no matter what, has always been to come out and make it in life. Everything will work. Everything works. The behind, underneath everything, no matter how bad things were, no matter how hard it is now, your intention has always been to live life on your terms and to live well and to be able to look back and be like, man, I really lived. So I see this for you, Leo. It's a new beginning, and I feel that people are watching you and seeing that no matter what I did, Leo's still coming up, man. And I feel that they're close. I'm seeing distance, and I'm seeing that to some degree you're meant to surpass these people, but they may be right around you. And they're watching this. They're seeing that no matter what, your decisions have always been divinely guided, and you are divinely guided to move forward and still hold on to your dreams, and still, even the dreams of old, the dreams you had when before they did all the crap they did, you're still holding on to them and moving forward towards them and making a life for yourself. Your reputation is sound. It's not that, it's almost like someone tried to destroy your reputation. Even lied on you. They told people things about you. They tried to make you sound like you were off, like you were a bad person, like you were not to be trusted. And you still are coming out as someone who is wise, someone who is like, things are working for you. If you were that person, it wouldn't work. Nothing would work for you. You know, it's crazy. It's crazy, Leo. It's amazing. Peace here. It tells me that spirit does not want, your intention should not be to sit and try to focus on how you were betrayed and what they did and how they did it. You are meant to say, I don't understand what the point of that was, but it doesn't stop me from, this never stops the show. I'm still going to get on stage. What are you talking about? That's the intention that they're asking or speaking about. It seems like the new beginnings is of people being real patient, watching to see what the heck you do next. How are you going to make this trial into a triumph? How are you going to turn this pain into profit, which you do naturally? This is a natural decision. Absolutely fire. I once again I keep seeing two interlocked circles, and so everything is connected. They want you to understand that all of this is connected. Like they were, the minute that they did these things to you, the minute you were put in this position, automatically that activated spirit to say, okay, now we need these people to be close to Leo so they can have a front row seat to Leo's come up. We need them to see that this doesn't win. Being this way, being deceptive, being being a betrayer of men, of fellow men, that ain't the way. It doesn't work. You can't blow out someone's candle expecting yours to shine brighter, or for you to have all the answers now, because now my candle's the only one. I could go on and on and on. It's just, but I'm going to let that be. That's what spirits got for you. You could be dealing with a Cancer, a Taurus, a Sagittarius, or a Gemini. Those are the main signs, but you also could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Libra. So you could be a Cancer Leo cusp dealing with a Gemini Cancer cusp or a Taurus Gemini cusp. Um, and yeah, it seems to be it. If you're not dealing with those signs, which you don't have to be, those signs could also be in your chart. If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, my links are on my page. Peace, love, and light. Take care.